Now in this technical demonstration, we're going to go through the process of installing PostgreSQL on a Linux system. Now before the installation of Postgres, we are going to need to make one change to the CentOS base repository file. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to run a vi command once again, /etc/yum.repos.d /CentOS-base.repo. And we do need to make just a couple of changes. It's the same line in two different locations. The first, we can come down here to the base, and we're going to type in exclude equals PostgreSQL asterisk. Now we're going to type in the same command under updates. Exclude equals PostgreSQL asterisk. Okay, once that's done, we'll go ahead and save the file, and now we can proceed with the installation. Now I'm going to actually download the RPM, and I have a command line for that, and we'll go ahead and press enter. And now from here, now that we've downloaded it, we can now go ahead and proceed through the installation. Now I'm going to run a quick list of available Postgres installations. As you can see here, there's a number of versions of Postgres that we can install. The one we want to focus on is going to be version 10 for this demonstration. So let's go ahead and narrow that search slightly. And now as you can see, this is a little bit easier to view. Version 10.14 is available to us. This is the one we're going to install. So again, yum install PostgreSQL 10, and I'm just going to install all of the components. So now that we've got Postgres installed, it's time to initialize the database. So let's go ahead and run a specific command, usr for user, PostgreSQL -10 /bin /PostgreSQL -10-setup space initdb. As you can see here, it's going through the process of initializing the database. And now that that's complete, let's go ahead and start the service. So another system control, start PostgreSQL -10, and we're going to go ahead and enable it as we did with Redis. And now that this part's completed, we do need to make two additional changes, both that are going to allow us to have remote connections into the server. So this is a vi command. So in order to do this, we're going to go over and run vi/var/lib for library, pgsql /10/data/postgresql.conf file. Now we're going to scroll down a bit to our connections. Now as you can see here, it's only listening to the local host. So we need to change this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, first of all, remove the hashtag. We're going to come over to localhost, and we're going to simply change this to an asterisk. We'll go ahead and come down a little further, and we'll remove the hashtag from the port number, although this is not really required. We're going to go ahead and do it for this demonstration. We'll go ahead and save the file. Now the other comp file or configuration file that we need to change is pg_hba.conf. So vi/var/lib/pg/data/pg_hba.conf. Once again, we'll scroll down a bit. And as you can see here, our local connections to the host are set to the loopback only. So we're going to make a change here. Now I'm not going to remove the existing line, I'm just simply going to add a secondary line. So host, and use the IP address. And instead of the method being ident, we're going to change this to MD5. Now that we've made these changes, we do need to restart the service, and then I'm going to set a password to my super user Postgres within the database. So we're going to run the system control once again to restart the service. And now what we're going to do is go into Postgres. So I'm going to run a sudo command -i-u Postgres. I'm going to run psql. Now from here, I'm going to type in /password, since I'm logged in as the Postgres account. I'll be prompted for a new password. And now that that's completed, I'll go ahead and quit and exit Postgres. Now from here, I'm going to move over to pgadmin so that I can check to see if I can actually log in to the Postgres database from a remote system. So I'm going to add a server. I'm just going to give this a name, Postgres 10. Connection. I'm going to use the IP address for this system. We're going to leave the port number alone, the specific database, and I'm going to give it that new password that I just entered. And we'll click Save. And now as you can see, it accepted my connection and I can now log in from a remote system. If you don't make those changes to those configuration files, you are not going to be able to communicate with that database.